So what has YouTube said that we can't talk about? We can't talk about.
Here's a list.
Yeah. We can't talk about Corona 5G.
Right.
Can't talk about. There's one more other thing. Q.
Q.
I can't. I think you can actually, but not on Reddit. You can't talk about it on Reddit. We should do a show about Q from Star Trek.
Oh, word. Working in a hospital environment is interesting because I have been exposed to not only the statistical work that they do, but the clinical patients that they are drawing from can be limited. They include demographic material all the time. So if they have like 900 different patients they've seen over the course of the study, they collect all the demographic information, which is interesting. And I've always been like abhorrent to like answering those questions. Like I think earlier on when they first became a thing, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm Hispanic. You know, they have Hispanic, white Hispanic or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'm white Hispanic.
You get some of that.
Yeah, I got a little of that in me. That's what she said.
I'll take that.
I'll take that. Yeah, so it's like checking out a grocery list of like what's in your genes, and it's a little silly.
I'm feeling kind of left out of that. I feel like
When's the last time you had to fill out a form?
I'm feeling kind of discriminated against.
Why? Because you're white?
Because I'm so white. Like I'm so
Chris,
white.
what is white? What
Well,
are white people?
I actually don't identify as white.
You shouldn't. You're not a color.
Exactly.
There are no colored people. There are people.
The whole notion of race is.
It's interesting that it implies a struggle. Where's the race to?
Yeah, it's a race.
What
somewhere.
the fuck are you talking about, race? See, that's the thing. We're reaching a point where the majority of human beings are exposed to information, allows us to like revisit these older ideas that we all just kind of operate by. So like a word like race, like, okay, why is that the word? Is it a Latin derivation? Does it mean something? You know, etymology is interesting, but at the same time, in our English language today, the implication is what is subconsciously attached to meaning without awareness. So it's normal to refer to each other as white, black. You know, Morgan Freeman said it.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
When he was interviewed by what's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah, that guy. You know, the other guy said,
Black History Month you find
Ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Yeah, I've seen that.
you've seen that clip. So he's like, I don't care about Black History Month. Do you want a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month?
Is there a White History Month? Yeah, he's like, well, I'm Jewish. And it's like, okay, motherfucker.
Okay. Which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh.
Do you want a goddamn, Jewish History Month? And he's like, well, no.
Why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
No. I don't either.
He's like, well, how do we get rid of racism?
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man. And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman.
It's
I mean, honestly, that was how I was raised.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
Guess what? It works.
Yeah.
But now it's being frowned upon because it's you claim that you can't see race or that you don't look at race. You're a liar. Because they know that there's a cultural narrative being played in everyone's head that the voice in the head tells you about.
In most of these cases, it's the aggressive person that's attributing thoughts and motives to these people because of, if you fit into a category, then you must be defined ad nauseum by that category, which is a mistake.